Infinite regression states that causality of the physical world cannot have an infinitely continuous history like infinite domino toppling has to have a beginning at some point. Seeing that space-time has a definite beginning, the following question would be, what condition kickstarts space-time, if all variables leading to the beginning of the first proverbial domino toppling has to be outside of space-time itself, since space-time isn't even around? With all this said, one may come to the conclusion that all variables are present and infinitely present, and the only thing that changes, possibly, is pre-time compression waves of an eternal source for mass and energy. One has to accept the fact that nothing is an impossible notion, since somethingness has to be an eternal reality. This is all philosophy and logic. The cause for something to begin is the ratio between space-time and formless eternally present pseudo-nothing. String theorists would call it Branes, but string theorists believe that the universes trigger at the superficial surface between colliding branes. But what if we are simply at center, where the cause for change is ratios like 1 for every googol of area? In other words, for every omniverse area for a timeline, there is a googol amount of same area, more or less. By being at center of such an immense eternal reality, neutrinos can spontaneously exist, but also change in size, known as flavors. Imagine neutrinos being a 1D warp distortions, that coils like a key ring of sorts, where along the 1D warp, oscillating torsion along the 1D strand may have a chance to overlap at the ends like the key ring, as the oscillating torsion along the overlap may cause the 1D warp to not only stay overlapping, but also allow for the key ring shape to open, expand and contract the overall size of the neutrino. This is one probable cause for the neutrino flavors to oscillate between flavors. Another method would be for multiple one-dimensional warp coil to synchronously resonate and add and shed parallel key ring shapes into 1, 2 or 3 rings. Perhaps 3, 6 or 9. The question on my mind is, what causes the resonances? I have a hunch that maybe the oscillating torsion along the 1D torsion may be self-sustainable via prime number quantities, where there may be 3, 5, 7 etc. number of torsion associations that allow for the shift between flavors.